Welcome, ladies and gents. Got a video on Alien Romulus here, or at least the sequel. I'm just going to say from the off, I pronounce this complete, nonsense. In fact, unequivocal nonsense. But you'll see this reported all over the place. So if I don't do a video on it, debunking it, or at least giving my 2 cents that it's completely nonsense, then I'm going to get hammered in the comments going, why haven't you commented on it? So that's why I'm making the video. Anyway, hit subscribe if you're new here. Or indeed your returning viewer. Must be worth it. You know, you could see a little puppy in the background there asleep. Hit subscribe just for that. That's CC. For those that aren't aware, I have another one, Jasper. Most people will be aware of that dog. But anyway, hit subscribe. Cute doggos. Anyway, basically, you read from the headline. You know, I'm going to spoil it because there's nothing to spoil. Because this is just actual nonsense. Genuinely actual nonsense. Fede Alvarez's Alien Romulus sequel will feature another major return. Possible spoilers. No, it won't. Ellen Ripley won't be in the sequel with de-aged technology. It doesn't make any sense. At all. It literally doesn't make any sense. So what is this ridiculous news? Alien Romulus is set between the events of Alien and Aliens, a decision which opened the door to exciting cameos and world-building opportunities. No, it didn't. There are no cameos that you should have between the events of Alien and Aliens. There are no cameos at all, aside from the Colonial Marines. Okay? That is the only cameos you should have. Maybe we could see Burke from the company. Maybe we could see him. That's kind of the only cameos you realistically should have. Ian Holm as Rook, you know, digitally brought back. That was a good. You know, people don't like the fact that he was there. They don't like the de-aging, but that's a good cameo. It kind of works. There's no other cameos that make sense. None. Zilch. Done. None at all. So this is nonsense. World building, yes. For sure. 100%. There's lots of world building you can do. And they started that. And some of the world building is good. The movie cleverly brought back Ian Holm as the android Rook, the successor to Aliens Ash. It wasn't a successor to Aliens Ash. It was built around the same time. A role the late actor first played in the 1979 classic. There was some controversy due to what it looked like, but whatever. Alien Romulus ended with something of a cliffhanger, and filmmaker Fede Alvarez is already hard at work on a sequel. Now, according to insider and clearly notorious liar Daniel Richtman, there are discussions about bringing back Sigourney Weaver's Ripley with de-aging technology. If there are discussions, you're all retarded. I'm not going to mince my words on this. That's the most stupidest thing you could possibly do. Now, there was quite a fun blink and you'll miss it cameo of Ellen Ripley in the movie Alien Romulus, right? She was in the Narcissus. I always say, people complain how I say that. The Narcissus, whatever. That was in the Romulus space station, the Renaissance station, right? It's docked in the station. You can see it. It's a blink and you'll miss it cameo, but it's there. And as the station began to fall into the rings of the planet, you can see that ship floating away, right? You can see it. You can see it floating away. It's in the film. That's not a bad cameo. That's a fun cameo. That's a blink and you'll miss it thing. It's something which doesn't really affect the grander world or timeline or canon. It kind of makes sense. They'd been looking for the alien. They found the alien. It makes sense that they could have acquired her vessel, used it, scanned some bits and pieces on it. It kind of works. It's a fun thing. There's nothing stated, so it's quite literally if you notice, and it's kind of a bit of fun. But there's no grander implication outside of, well, it's just kind of fun. And then there's some fun fan theories that could go alongside it. The movie is set between Alien and Aliens. She wakes up in Aliens. Now, that was some 20 years I think. Or it's 20 years after the events of Alien or 30 years after the events of Alien. And then it's either 30 or 20 years before the events of Aliens. So it doesn't make sense that she would appear. She'd been in fucking hyperspace for another 20 to 30 years. It doesn't make any sense. This Daniel Richtman is talking utter drivel. Just for clicks, just for views or patron subscribers. This is an out-and-out lie. I'm just going to call it an out-and-out lie because I don't think Fede Alvarez is that moronic. In fact, I would take it with 99% certainty he's not that stupid. You know, he poured so much love into that movie, whether you agree or disagree that the film was good or not. There was a lot for fans to digest from the entire world of Alien. It doesn't make any sense that Ellen Ripley would suddenly appear in the Alien Romulus sequel. Because he's already stated, and I think it even says it here, you know, wherever we can go into uncharted territory, uncharted waters. But he does say... yeah, no, they haven't listed it here. Oh, no, he does. Yeah, I think it'll be so exciting to go with the characters you know from this movie. Well, unless you're going to age them up, there's literally no way you could include Ellen Ripley because she's been in hyperspace sleep. Or hyperspace sleep? It's not hyperspace, is it? She's been in cryostasis sleep. There's no way. There is literally no way she would be there. Unless, I don't know, Wayland Yutani had cloned her or some nonsense, which they're not going to do. I don't know. God, I fucking hope they don't. Maybe de-aged as, I don't know, a video link, some video she sent home. I don't know, but there physically cannot be Ellen Ripley in this sequel, and there's nothing which indicates that she would be. Again, they've already stated that they want to continue Rain Carradine, I think was the name, her story, okay, and the android. So they want to continue those stories. Unless you're going to age them up, there is no physical way Ellen Ripley could appear. So there you go. Bit of a ranty video. But I saw this and I was just like, this is nonsense. Very clearly just utter drivel and nonsense. Just for clicks. So no, Ellen Ripley will not be an Alien Romulus sequel. Obviously. That's dumb. And Daniel Richtman, do better. That's dumb to even suggest it. Now, I could be wrong. I could get egg on my face. But if that is true, and it does happen, well then Fede Alvarez, mate, you're dumb as well. Because there is absolutely no way you can bring her back. And you don't need to. That's the other thing. That's the other really important thing. You don't need to. Please, God, don't. Move away from Ellen Ripley. Her story's great and it's done. Move away. Get new characters, new things. The uncharted waters that you said. Link it back to David somehow. I don't know. Anything. Or, you know, Numi Rapace's character. Sure. I don't know, but anything but Ellen Ripley. We don't need that fan service. Jesus. Anyway, there you go. Ranty video. Love to hear your thoughts down below. I highly doubt this is going to happen. And if it does, egg on my face. But actually not egg on my face. Egg on Fede Alvarez's face. Because no, you should not do this. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye now.